Prismatic Evolutions is about to hit the shelves and it's already causing massive waves, and with prices continuing to soar, pre-orders are starting to get canceled. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. You're watching the channel Dr. Applesauce 2. My name's Will. It's another beautiful day here in Texas. I hope you guys know that I love you, God loves you, and that there is an awesome plan for your life. It's no secret that we've been seeing some insane pre-order prices for Prismatic Evolutions, and the set isn't even out yet, with some prices up to 2 or 3 times the MSRP for pre-orders. Well, there is a new high. Prismatic Evolutions Elite Trainer boxes have hit $130 per ETB for pre-orders. This is insane, and these pre-orders are so high that the inevitable has started to happen. People who locked in pre-orders at $50, $60, $70, $80, $100 are getting pre-orders canceled. Why? Because if somebody has 100 ETBs that they've pre-ordered at $70 a piece, and now all of a sudden sales are happening for $130, that's a ton of money being left on the table. And obviously, a lot of stores are gonna cancel those pre-orders and take that money. The inflation on this set is out of control. And this is why I always talk about why pre-orders at this elevated of a cost are just a bad idea for everybody. It's not smart for the store. It's not smart for the buyer. It's bad for the store because if the prices tank, then you're just going to have buyers that are mad at you on release day. And it's bad for the buyer because if prices soar, well, then you're just going to likely have a store that cancels on you. And now you're still not going to have your pre-orders because those are going to get relisted. It's a lose-lose situation for somebody. And people might be like, well, I want to make sure I get my Elite Trainer box for $80 or $90 or $100. Well, you're not really guaranteeing anything, because all you're guaranteeing is if you pre-order something, let's say you pre-order an ETB at $90, all you're guaranteeing is that you're either going to overpay and then be mad when the market dips, or you're going to have your money tied up for 2 months and then your order get canceled when the market skyrockets again, like we're seeing with ETBs at $130 a piece. Now, here's the really important part of this, guys. We've seen this in the recent past. We've seen exactly this situation. The biggest difference is the market is a lot more of a bull market right now. There's a lot more aggression in the Pokemon card market than in the past. We've seen almost exactly this with the release of Pokemon 151, Scarlet and Violet 151. There was a time when pre-orders for Pokemon 151 Elite Trainer boxes were up to about $150. This happened. Pre-orders for ETBs were about $150. And what happened after release? After everything came out and everything was said and done, you might not have been able to find ETBs in actual, big box stores all the time, but for probably a solid 6 months, there was any number of stores online where you could buy Pokemon 151 Elite Trainer boxes at MSRP for about $50 and Pokemon 151 Ultra Premium collections at MSRP for about $110, $120. People always say, well, Pokemon 151 was completely unavailable. No, there was a solid 5 or 6 month period where anybody who wanted could go to any number of stores that were trusted and buy ETBs and UPCs for retail or MSRP and get all the 151 that you wanted. Now, 151 is a lot more elevated in price, and it's justifiable because the set's been out for a while. I bring this example up because this is exactly what's happening with Prismatic Evolutions. It's the exact same thing. Other than the fact that there's a lot more of a bull market with Pokemon and there's a lot more aggression and a lot more people buying everything up, it's the exact same situation. So what do I predict is going to happen? I predict that several months after release, we're going to see any number of stores that have these products out at retail or very close to retail. Maybe ETBs won't go all the way down to $50, but maybe $70, $75, which is a heck of a lot better than $130. Now we fast forward to release day and it's going to be an absolute war zone. It's going to be a bloodbath. Yes, I am one of the advocates saying like, hey, these prices are wild. We shouldn't be buying, but I will admit, on release day, it's going to be impossible to get anything unless you want to go stand in line and wait forever. You're not going to be able to get anything on release day because you know what's going to happen? All these people that are full-time flippers and full-time scalpers and don't have anything else to do but, go get product to sell and make their money because an ETB is going for $130, so I can go buy it for $50 and make $70 profit. Like, come on, let's do that. What's going to happen is the first 2 or 3 people in line at every Walmart, at every Target, at every big box store that sells Pokemon cards are going to clear the shelves. They're just going to go you know, you see that meme where they're going down the grocery store and everybody just like, blah, just taking everything. That's what they're going to do. And they're going to go to the next Target and the next Walmart, and they're going to do that all day, every day, and load up on everything that they can until the initial release is dried up. But here's the thing. We don't know how much that's going to be. Because when that happens, it's typically a race to the bottom for people to offload everything that they just purchased as fast as possible. And that typically leads to prices going down. Combined with the fact that Prismatic Evolutions has a staggered release over 6 months of all kinds of products, combined with the fact that we've seen this with Pokemon 151, where stuff came back in stock for so long at MSRP at many stores, this means that the prices that we're seeing right now for Prismatic Evolutions mean nothing. Are they very high? Yeah, they're very, very high. Is there money to be made if you're into that type of thing and you want to make money doing these pre-orders? Right? Yeah, there's a ton of money to be made. But for the casual consumer and collector like you and me, what that means is these prices mean nothing. The set's not out. The market is saying that the set is going to be really expensive, but nobody's opening these cards. We don't know how rare the pulls are going to be. We don't really know what's going to happen. The prices on pre-orders mean nothing. All that matters is the prices on release day, the prices a month after release day, the prices 2 months after release day, and then we can really accurately kind of see what's going on. So is this sustainable, and what can you do? No, this isn't sustainable. This cannot continue to go up, because we can look at the past and see what's happened in the past and see that prices went down and that restocks happened over time, right? And this is the big thing. People, like, I say this all the time, and it's so hard for people to get this through their heads. If the prices is too expensive, just don't buy it. It's too expensive for me. I'm not buying. I have a couple boxes that I pre-ordered from Pokemon Center before everything went crazy. I'm not buying anything at these crazy prices because it's too expensive. It's ridiculous how expensive it is. And I can look at the past and see the situations in the past that show the trend that this likely will go down at least a significant amount if it doesn't go back to MSRP. And I look at that and I can make the prediction that I'm not going to participate in any of this insanity on release day. And if things don't change and if things stay incredibly expensive, I'm okay. I don't care if I miss this set. Do I want to open it? Yeah. Do I want cards from it? Yeah. But it's not the end of the world. It's not worth me spending $130 for 9 booster packs of a brand new set that I could potentially pull nothing. Think of that. Spending $130 for an Elite Trainer box for your 9 packs and getting a whiffer of an ETB and pulling nothing. That would be awful. So what do? If you don't have the money to waste, and you just one of the majority of us who don't have the money to be spending crazy like this, look for MSRP at reliable sites if you can, but just wait. Just wait. Prices might go down. They should go down. And if they don't, it's not the end of the world. We've got a ton of other sets coming out next year. They're going to be a lot of fun and probably just as hyped, but it's not the end of the world. So what do you think? Are these inflated prices the new normal, or are they going to go back down in the future? Let me know down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. It's free for you to do, and it helps so much. And you can check out this video next. YouTube says you'll like it. And like I always say, my friends, find somebody to love and serve today. Be the change you want to see in the world. See you next time.